I hope everyone has settled down. Now let's move to the final session of today's meeting, the evaluations. Because it is very important to receive constructive feedback and there cannot be any learning without that. So first of all, I invite the table topics evaluator T. Shavasti, who is a professor by profession, and she likes to spend her time improving her skills, traveling and dancing. Over to you, Shavasti.
A very good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
I'll straight away jump into the evaluation component because I have a mere 4 minutes to complete my task on time, and therefore, when I do call out our names, since there are so many of us, may I please request the speaker to quickly stand up. It will ease the process of voting thereafter. So, when I call your name, kindly stand up. Toastmaster Tanav, your topic given to you was Innovation, Success, Hope. And I liked the attempt at humor that you infused into your speech and the way you were trying to connect things. I would like to see a little more connection in the way you are stringing the ideas together. That will elevate your speech further. Also, this is not just for Toastmaster Tanav, but in table topics in general, the idea is to start speaking as soon as we get the word or the theme, the topic that is given to us. If that is something we can push ourselves to, it's going to elevate our manner of speaking exponentially. Moving on to the second guest, Abhishek. May I please request you to stand up for all of us to see? Your topic was Journey and Success. I liked the way you put in a wonderful message with respect to the way everything that we do, it enables us to take a journey and how we need to grow through it. One feedback for you: when you are speaking, although you are ruminating, you are thinking about things, it will elevate your speech, the manner of speaking, if you are able to maintain some more eye contact with the audience. Thank you. Moving on to our third speaker, Toastmaster Aritra. That's Toastmaster Aritra for you. Your topic was dreams and balance. I liked the way you brought in a message, you infused a message in the way you were speaking, especially how you incorporated a video that you watched. So bringing in your own experience into what you were saying enabled us as the audience to connect with what you had to say better. Thank you for that. Next up we have Toastmaster Ankit. Toastmaster Ankit, for you everyone over there, your topic was passion. I liked the start, the way he began. Toastmaster Ankit, what I would like a little more perhaps is the message that you were trying to convey to us. Although it makes sense, it's your perspective. However, looking at the larger scheme of things, everybody does tell us that we need to attain moksha and move away from materialism. So, while I appreciate what you did and the way you presented it to us, perhaps a little more thought into the message would make it more impactful for our audience. Thank you. Moving on, Toastmaster Dishita and Toastmaster Sahil, who tried and put up a short conversation for us. The themes, the words for them were adventure and freedom. Instead of taking the time to go to the side and discussing, it would perhaps be better if you showcase that discussion for the audience to see. That would be more impactful. Next up, for paucity of time, I'm rushing now. Guest Priyanka and guest Kunal, your words, thank you, there for you. Your words were challenge and courage. While it was the topic, the way you talked, the story was good, loved it, but it wasn't really a competition of sorts. You all could integrate the topic a little better so that both of you got the chance to speak more. Toastmaster Mukesh up next had the words journey, resilience, leadership, loved the story, loved the contrast he created between family life and workspace and the different roles one had to take. Guest Jaspira, growth and challenge enthusiasm that you brought for us. So maybe you could have spent a little less time on your background because that's outside the purview of this topic. Last but not the least, Toastmaster Harsh and Toastmaster Sagar. Quick hi please. Thank you. Friendship and dreams. Amazing way that the story was going, but clearly one person was slightly more uncomfortable while the other was definitely enjoying himself. Overall, a good presentation. Thank you. A round of applause.
That was a very detailed evaluation. Now we move on to the next evaluation session part, the speech evaluation. So first of all, we have the content evaluated TM Mukesh.
So speech first, Anubhav. The speech title is Finding Mentors. And this is first her icebreaker speech. She started with her own story, like what she started in 9th standard. She moved to Dehradun and what she faces in their school, and then in 11th class. And then she told about what exactly the content was, but yes, recommendation was there that she has to use their complete 4 minutes. So it's icebreaker speech, and I recommend that everyone has their own story of their life. So you should have to take minimum 4 minutes to complete your speech and add some more stories. As you said that you are coming to Uttarakhand, to Dehradun, and coming to Delhi, and there are a lot of pages in your journey, so you can phase on that. But yes, message given in the last, that is very good, that joining a Toastmaster is a part of your journey. So this is for you. Second speech, Toastmaster through different phases of your life. You said it's your icebreaker, and you are given the complete icebreaker of the human life. There are 4 phases of content was really very good. That 4 parts of life. We know that in each of our friendship literature this is mentioned, and not in our schools we are not reading all these things. And our teachers are now focusing on ABCD rather than this stuff. Content was very good, but yes, this is being an icebreaker. I would suggest you should add your own journey, like how you imbibe all these items in your phases of your life and give your icebreaker. Because in icebreaker, Toastmasters just give your own story so that it can be connected with the audience. Somehow it is connected, it's a one-way communication. So in like upcoming speech coming to Adrita, Revenge is in Crowbar. She created a whole the scene in our front of us. So he told about okay, he's living with his roommates. His landlady is making some of the excuse to save the water, and then she is also not using the water thing. It's a complete story, and we are living in that. That's a perfect example of a things, and ending with a call. So like he said that okay, whatever they did, that they did, but yes, there is a guilt inside, and it's for everyone. If we do something wrong to anyone, like in the revenge thing, and back of our mind, little voice always say you are wrong, but yes, due to eagerness, arrogance, we did that, but yes. The last, whatever he ended with the quote, two very similar, that is very nice. Thank you. Coming to section fact versus reality, and it's really shows on easy as well, like smartphones. Everyone says that if someone like our PM is speaking something, so fact they show a clips only first 30 seconds or the last 30 seconds. And complete 60 seconds you have to complete message. But yes, there is some left side, right side in all the politics things, and fact versus reality. So the latest fact in the Haravi that there is a cloud burst. So one of the ground villagers, that one of my friends, he told me that the government has reached in next 12 hours on ground. But yes, fact on the TVs we see that helicopters are there is, but that's not on the ground. So there is a really fact and reality, and we should be mindful to forwarding those contacts in WhatsApp or any other social media. Please check reality check before forwarding anything, and based on that. And one more fact I want to share with you that the environmental things. Can anyone tell me how many carbon emissions in 1 unit of electricity consumption? I just got yesterday. It's 710. 1 unit of electricity we are consuming 710 electric carbon emissions we are doing.
710 watt.
Carbon emissions.
Unit is what?
It's a carbon, 700 carbon.
Kilogram, milligram.
I will check it. Right. The next, TM Rahul, roller coaster of emotions. As we already know that he is a very seasoned Toastmaster and he shared a Ranthambore trip. And I think first time he spotted the tiger father and he connected all his emotions with his girlfriend. And we wish him that in 2025 he might be successful in this trip. Enjoy the moment, the message is given to the audience. That's a real part of it. That be in the now and enjoy the moment. The last, our guest Toastmaster Anurag from the ETC Club, when logic meets emotions, and he perfectly blended computer science with the artist. So he's showing you Canva that is made by a developer, but the artist is using it. He's showing complete, but exactly this is a bug and but this is a coding. But every bug in our thing is not. Sometimes we need to just restart the machine, and this is the basic fact of things. And I think how many of you face that things? If something is not working, just restart your phone, restart your computer, restart your laptop, things will work out. So just control and delete, sometimes things will be easy. Thank you very much.
Now we have a very senior and one of the oldest members to evaluate the voice coordination. TM Bhanu sir.
As we enter into the 80th year of our independence, I would like to bring out one point. One voice which made millions of Indians stand up and follow him. One voice which had shaken the mighty British Empire. And the one voice, because of him, we are breathing in a free country. That was Mahatma Gandhi. And it was the power of his voice which inspired all of the Indians. That's the importance of voice modulation in a speech. Today, we witnessed an amazing medley of radiant speeches. I must commend all the speakers who had the courage to come on the stage and deliver their messages profoundly. Now, let me give the feedback on their voice modulations. First speaker, Anubha. She was delivering her icebreaker, but didn't see an icebreaker. Straight from the heart. She had clear voice. She used good pauses. That's the importance of pauses. When you speak in a good pace and speak in a good volume and take good amount of pauses wherever required, the message records clearly in the audience mind. She used vocal variety at various places. I loved stage. It showed her love, her passion. Her fear of English. English there was high. She showed in a high volume and some kind of urgency. That was good. She was enacting it. Now, a couple of recommendations. Even though she used good poses, but at few places, like when she said, I froze, I wanted a little longer pause to be there. I froze. Just look around. Just pause. And finally, the message was delivered emphatically. Joining Toastmasters is a way of telling little and enough. That was good. So overall, great vocal variety and good uses of pause and tone. Kudos. Next speaker, Toastmaster Dhruv. Toastmaster Dhruv's voice was clear. It was clearly audible. He used good pauses. So he has all the qualities of a good public speaker. However, the speech was delivered in a low pitch. Maybe you can try to bring the pitch little higher. Sometimes I had difficulty understanding what you're saying.
Mic is available in public place.
No, I'm not talking about volume. I'm talking about the pitch. Yeah, that's like pitches. You sound kind of little low, even though you are speaking on a good volume. And maybe you could work more on your vocal variety, because I think that tone was almost little bit flatter. So maybe at some places where you want to emphasize. So when you said that first stage of life, okay, raise the volume. First stage of life is brahmacharya. Speaker number 3, Aritra. He demonstrated excellent mastery of his vocal variety. Kudos to you. Everywhere I could hardly any places where he could kind of need to improve. Only couple of places when the landlady came, maybe you could change the tone a little bit in a kind of little bit on the female or slower lower pitch, just to indicate there is a change of person. Otherwise, your communication with Shubham was great. Your communication with Gopal Das and also the actions and reactions with all those things, it was all at place. Like you hit the ball out of the park. Great. Next speaker, Toastmasters Saksham. So he has a loud, clear voice. He used pauses at appropriate places. Increased volume while speaking about the range, the news, like the news channels when they speak about how they speak on the radio. Maybe you could have enhanced your pace also, like the way the news readers speak. Okay, we are seeing the rain today everywhere, correct? And yeah. Okay. Next speaker, Toastmaster Rao. He was also wonderful. I think he has roller coaster of vocal variety also. So wherever he like, when he was sad, he brought the volume down, and he was saying that I fall in love with the waitress, and I wanted to make her happy. So at that time he was totally emotional, and he was conveying with that message with his volume, and his message was delivered profoundly. Couple of places you could show more energy. Miracles of miracle when you saw the title. So it should show in more excitement in your voice. Do you know the miracles of miracle? Finally, I saw the tiger. So something like this. Okay. Last but not the least, Toastmaster Anurag. Okay. His speech was very comedic, very humorous, and I know when we are at home, especially the husbands, when we are in front of our wives, our volume naturally goes down. So I found your voice also in that way, maybe because it was by design or it's your speaking style. Okay, so that was perfectly fitting your speech. At some places, the words were little uncomprehendable. Maybe your lower pitch or the faster pace. So maybe you can work on that. You took good pauses, great. But like whenever there was a humorous situation, whenever there was your kind of conversation, your wife. Only one thing that maybe a tone change would have been appropriate. Like when you are talking to your wife, so wife's tone. Yeah, you tried somewhere that she was little kind of on a high pitch, but maybe that some female kind of voice. And couple of places, the pauses could have been longer. When she asked for your feedback, you took maybe just to show that you have taken a longer pause, you're still thinking, what should I do? Maybe little longer pause, and also when she's driving and you're holding the dashboard. So overall, great speech. So yeah, I think that's it was a kind of a template for all the speakers to learn how the speakers today delivered the speeches with such a good vocal variety. Kudos to everyone. Thank you.
Next, we have someone who joined Toastmasters in 2018 and is an architect by profession. Dear Shivanshi, please present your report for body language.
What a session! I think today it was a perfect master class in body language. If we analyze it right, learn from each and every speaker, I think this session can be a stepping stone to how to improve in body language when our speech craft. One speaker was good in one aspect of body language, another one showed great skill in some another aspect. Today, my evaluation is divided into three parts for every speaker. First is the commendation, which is the great skill of one aspect of body language the speaker showed. Second would be recommendation. So, what was lacking today, but not as a setback, but something as of a challenge that the speaker could improve on the next speech. And the third, which is the challenge. Is my evaluation only for the target speakers? It is not. It is for each and every person in the audience. Because it is said, a smart person learns from his mistakes, but a wise person learns from others' mistakes. So let's roll. Our first speaker was Toastmaster Anubhav. What I absolutely loved about Toastmaster Anubhav, and something we all should really learn, was her posture. The moment she stepped on stage, she was erect and she seemed very confident on stage. I think it could be due to her profession also, but yes, something we all could learn, because if you have a slouchy body language, not a good posture, it will immediately show that you are not prepared or you are feeling nervous. So fake it till you make it, have a good posture. Recommendation part, what I observed that her hands were stuck at the elbow side. So what does that do was making your hand gestures restricted. So if you have an open body language, your hand gestures are varied and it acts as a visual appeal. Second speaker was Toastmaster Dhruv. What I really loved about Toastmaster Dhruv was his smile. It was an informative speech, but icebreaker speech, but an informative side on it. But he always have a smile on his face, which made the speech more amiable and it made it easy to connect with the speaker. What on the recommendation part I think could be improved was your eye contact to the whole audience. What I mean by this, have an eye contact in the shape of W shape. So we're starting from here and make a W throughout the audience so that it covers the whole auditorium. What was missing was that I think you missed the eye contact with Toastmaster Ankit or with the guest at the last. Having an eye contact throughout the whole auditorium really shows that the speaker is proficient and is learning in his speech craft. A third speaker, Toastmaster Aritra, absolutely amazing. Eye contact was throughout. Stage movement was something that we should all learn from. Rewatch his speech, how he maintained his stage movement. Every part of stage was covered. Hand gestures, amazing. Something we all should learn. The recommendation part would be on the hand gestures and the body language part to make it more personalized. So what I've seen is that great speakers do when they are having a speech in a small auditorium, they make it personalized. So what in your part it was about revenge. So ma'am, have you taken revenge? Rahul, have you taken revenge? You look like someone who have taken revenge. So make it personalized. What I have seen is that speakers nowadays audience we live in the real generation have 30-second attention span. So if you quickly point out to one audience, everyone is alert. Okay, yeah, it could come to me. So that way you grab the audience back. Coming to a fourth speaker, Toastmaster Saksham. What I absolutely loved was the stage movement. In his speech, he divided into 1, 2, and 3. So he was at 1, 2 here, and 3 there. Something we all could learn about. On the recommendation part, do you think a speech starts when the speaker starts speaking? No. A speech starts from the moment the speaker stands on the stage. The way you are confident shows how you are walking towards the stage, how you shake your hands with the Toastmaster of the day. That would be my recommendation part. That have a firm handshake with the Toastmaster of the day, and take 3 seconds, settle down, and then start your speech. That will also calm your nerves and it will show that you're confident. Coming to our fifth speaker, Toastmaster Rahul. What to say? Amazing. Master class in body language, eye contact, hand gestures, stage movements, drama. Absolutely loved it. Drama part was something that really great speakers do, which he should display. Something we all should learn. The recommendation would be same as Alitra, more personalized. I felt you could have alert the audience immediately, ask the question or something like that. But it would show that you're more good body language. Coming to a last speaker, Toastmaster Anurag. What a speech! Absolutely loved it. I was laughing throughout. What I think was Anurag's main strength is his facial expression. Throughout the speech, he really used his facial expression as an asset to his speech. He had a smile on his face, he had that worry face on his face, he had that confused, anxious look on his face, which really added value to the speech. Only recommendation for Toastmaster Anurag, hands stuck in elbow, rigidly stuck in elbow, your hand gestures were restricted because of that. So if you could improve on that, have a more open body language, you will come across as more confident as a speaker. All in all, this was truly a master class. I believe we all would learn, rewatch on the YouTube session and learn from the best of the speakers that we have today. Thank you everyone.
Last but not least, we have the timer. The timer of the day is someone who is an energy expert in Siemens Energy, and he joined in February 2025. TM Parthi.
Hello everyone again. So today we have seen some wonderful speeches and evaluations, but unfortunately here there are some disqualifications as well due to not following the timing requirements. So I will start from the prepared speeches. So TM Anuha took 3 minutes 8 seconds and sorry but disqualified, and TM Dhruv took 5 minutes and 56 seconds, TM Aditya took 6 minutes and 48 seconds, and TM Saksham took 5 minutes and 24 seconds, and then TM Rahul took 6 minutes and 38 seconds, TM Anurag took 6 minutes and 42 seconds, and now I move on to tabletop speeches. So starting with TM Kanal, he took 1 minute 23 seconds, and then guest Abhishek took 1 minute 24 seconds, TM Aritra took 1 minute 11 seconds, and TM Ankit took 1 minute 19 seconds, and then TM Dishita and TM Sahil took 1 minute 40 seconds, and then guest Priyanka and Kunal took 1 minute 40 seconds, and then TM Mukesh took 2 minutes 4 seconds, and then guest Jaskirat took 1 minute 45 seconds, and then in the last value Sagar and Hers took 2 minutes 24 seconds. And then now coming to evaluations, table topic evaluator TM Shravsky took 4 minutes 45 seconds, disqualified, and then content evaluator TM Mukesh took 5 minutes 30 seconds, and then voice modulation TM Bhanu took 8 minutes 12 seconds, disqualified, and body language evaluator TM Dipanshu took 6 minutes 18 seconds. Yeah, this is my report.
It has been a radiant session today, isn't it?
Yes.
But the one thing I would like to add is there has not been a single person, not from the table topics, not from the prepared speeches, who used the word of the day. So I would request everyone to please modify your speeches or try to implement them. The word is not that difficult to remember. And coming back to the final words, final thing that first of all I would like to appreciate K. Kaveri for starting the meeting on time, and then the meeting ran very smoothly, and though there had been backouts, the VP Education quickly renamed the rules, and which I would appreciate Anand for. And yeah, that's it. The meeting was amazing. Before ending this meeting, I would like to call upon TM Manu, the presiding officer for the day, to
Good afternoon, everyone. What a wonderful session it was. We had amazing speakers and great table topics and evaluation. Now I think voting form has been shared, and till that time we can have the guest feedback. Anything you like about this meeting, you may share. Like you may share about this meeting. Your feedback.
So this was my first meeting as a guest in this club. I honestly enjoyed. There are a lot of good speakers here, and I'm